welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a coppery bronzy look today that I have on right here. Inspired by summer because it's very bronzy and very coppery, and I really love the color copper, especially if you have cool tone eyes. It's going to make your eyes pop. So for this entire look, I'm actually using a few palettes that I completely neglected. I'm actually using my Coastal Scents palettes. This one is the Metal Mania palette, and this is a Mirage palette. And I always forget that, you know, these are like the best palettes ever. They have so many different colors, so many options. And I always forget about these palettes because they're always just on the very back of all my makeup. And I just pulled them out because these palettes have so many options and they are such an affordable option. Pretty much any palette that you find nowadays that's a high-end palette, you will find the color somewhere, somehow in these palettes, just because they have so many colors. So anyways, if you are interested in getting this bronzy, coppery look, then just keep on watching and I'll show you how to do it. So to begin this look, I'm going to be starting off with my Mirage palette, and I'm going to be picking up a really light off-white, and it's going to go right underneath my brow bone. The brush I'm using is my Sigma E57 brush. Okay, so for the second color, I'm going to be picking up this burnt orange shade, and I'm going to be applying that just above my crease, and the brush I'm using is my Tapered Blending E40 brush from Sigma. I'm just going to be working that in. This is going to be our transition color. Next color is going to be a rusty color in between a red and a brown, and this is going to be going right on my crease, and you're going to want to really define your outer corners and then also bring it to your inner corners. And you want the main color to be in the outer corners, and then you're slightly going to connect them, but no extra color on your brush. And the brush I'm using is my 217 MAC brush. I'm going to be switching palettes now, and the palette I'm using now is my Metal Mania palette, also from Coastal Scents. And I'm going to pick up a rusty, bronzy, warm shade. This is really pretty. I'm going to be applying this on my lid. And you want to pack it on to prevent any fallout, and the brush I'm using is my MAC 230 brush. I'm going to take my 217 once again and blend those colors together. And with the same rusty red color, I'm going to take my 230 brush again and just apply that to my lower lash line, and then blending it out with my 217 brush. Alright, so here I'm going to take a very small detail pencil brush. I'm going to be applying a dark matte brown shade to my lower half of my lash line, and here's the color. I'm also going to be taking my 217 brush and blending that into my outer crease. Here's the same shade, but now I'm taking my 230 brush and I'm just going to define my crease. I want it to be pretty sharp, and this is the perfect brush to kind of draw out your crease. And then switching over to my 217, you just want to blend that out, make sure everything is perfectly diffused. Here I'm going to take a light pencil for my waterline, and this is going to just help me appear a little bit more awake and make my eyes appear a little bit larger. So for this step, I am going to be curling my lashes because I'm not going to be using any eyeliner for this look, so I want my eyelashes to look as bold as possible. So you want to curl them and apply a lot of mascara to your top and bottom lashes. Now this step is optional, of course, but I don't have a lot of lashes and I really want my lashes to be pretty bold for this look. So I'm going to be applying a pair of false wispy lashes. Alright, so I'm going to be finishing off the look taking a pigment. This is called Vanilla from MAC. And I'm going to be applying this to the inner corners of my eyes and also bring it up to my brow bone. And I'm using this color a little bit wet. It just helps show off the color a little better. And the brush I'm using is my Mint 24 brush. Now moving on to my face, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer and I'm going to be highlighting the high points of my face. So anywhere where I just want to highlight and bring forward, this is going to make my face appear a little bit thinner. And I'm just going to be blending everything out using my beauty blender. Now I'm taking my high definition powder from Makeup Forever. I'm just going to set my concealer taking my Mint 46 brush, and I'm just going to be applying it anywhere where I highlighted my face. Now I'm going to contour my face, and it's also going to be a bronzer. And I'm taking my Hoola bronzer, and I'm just going to chisel out my cheeks. But I'm doing this very, very softly and just look as natural as possible. So I'm just going to just chisel out my cheekbones and bring that up to my hairline and my chin. I'm also going to contour the sides of my nose. I'm just switching over to a smaller brush to do this. And I'm very, very light-handed with this because you want this to look as natural as possible. But even with a light hand, it's kind of a little hard to do. So I like to keep my beauty blender and just pounce it right on the color to blend it out a little. For my blush, I'm going to be taking Copper Tone. And I'm just going to be applying that just on the apples of my cheeks, and I'm going to drag it upwards towards my hairline. And the brush I'm using is a Sephora brush. This is a powder, I guess just the powder brush. That's what it's called. So I'm also going to bring that up to my hairline and temples. So now I'm going into the Bronze and the Beautiful palette. This is from Too Faced. I'm going to be picking up Snow Bunny. And I'm going to use this to highlight my face. I'm going to be applying it to the high points of my cheeks and also bring it down the bridge of my nose and on my Cupid's bow. And the brush I'm using is my Tapered Highlighter F34 brush. For my lipstick, I wanted to keep my lips very nude and neutral, so I decided to go with a color very similar to my lip color already. Of course, it's a matte shade, and the color I'm using is called Kinda Sexy from MAC. So I'm going to be applying that and then taking my concealer. This is my MAC Studio Finish Concealer, and I'm just going to clean the corners of my lips using my Mint 12 brush. And then after that, that completes the entire look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. And also don't forget to follow me on my social medias. All the links will be listed down below, and I'll see you in my next video.